It's time to get to it. We waited all offseason. We talked about quarterbacks ad nauseum. Now we do what real people do. Let's get into the games. When we get back, we're going to tell you exactly what to expect. I don't even know kind of what to expect from Deshaun Watson, what you hope to see in Shedeur Sanders, and how football season starts now. And we tired of the narratives. It's time to get to it. We're going to do it on the fastest 30 minutes in the entire sports world. You already know what it is. Your boy G. Bush back with another episode of Ultimate Browns.
So right there, before anything else, he's already saying he doesn't know what Watson's going to look like. That's the whole tension of this video in one breath.
We got to come up with things to talk about for the entire season, in the offseason. It's a 24-hour news cycle. And we get asked the same questions over and over again. We get talked about the same old questions over and over again. We talking about quarterback trackers. We talking about what the college coaches is going to do, what the college quarterback's going to do. What about the stadium in 27? What are we going to do at quarterback? Are we tanking? What about the dome? What about, hey, what's going on? No, bro. At the core of what I do, I am a former football player. At the core of what I do, I enjoy watching film. I enjoy watching games. I enjoy watching the schemes of things. I don't necessarily enjoy talking about narrative-based content at all times. And for the real guys, the people who want to watch football, that love watching football, that don't fast forward time, this is what we wait for. See, I realize that a lot of people say they want competition. A lot of people say that they are cool with competing. But those same people seem to be tired all the time. People say, I'm tired of talking about the quarterbacks. Bro, get used to it. It's what you do for a living. Bro, there's other jobs. You could be digging ditches for a living. You could not be physically exhausted and mentally exhausted about talking about the quarterbacks. But guess what? That's what you get paid to do. And you get paid to dissect it in a different way. Stop crying. Everybody be running around here crying because the thing is, what I noticed, don't nobody really want competition.
This is where he sets the whole frame. He's basically saying everybody's been talking Shedeur versus Watson for months, and now it's time to shut up and watch it happen on the field. And he's not wrong. Every fan base does this thing where they say they want an open competition, then the second the tape gets ugly for their guy, they want to talk about something else. He's putting both quarterbacks on notice before either one throws a preseason pass.
You're going to play the Chicago Bears tomorrow, and Deshaun Watson is going to get his snaps. Let's see what he's going to do. I don't wish my expectation. G. Bush I ain't got to have no expectation levels from nobody. Because at some point, it's time to show your work. Show what you put on film. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We do too much talking. We do too much prognosticating. We do too much narrative base. We do too much storytelling. Tomorrow ain't about no stories. It's about whether or not you ready or not. I commend them for giving Deshaun Watson an opportunity to come back and compete. You know why? Real players want to eliminate ourselves. Don't eliminate me. Don't put nothing on the scale. Eliminate me. Eliminate me in hand-to-hand combat. And we're not talking about the tracker. We ain't talking about no reps. We talking about what you did tomorrow. And stand on your business. If you cooked, we're going to say you cooked. If you didn't ball out, you didn't ball out. See, this is a very black and white situation. And I ain't talking about race. I'm talking about either is you good or bad. Is you cooking or not? Is you completing passes or no? Is you scoring touchdowns or not? And so now the football dudes is back in the building. We ready to go. I want to see the smoke. I want to smoke. See, a lot of people be skirting the smoke. I want to smoke. No, you don't. Y'all ain't much for the smoke because y'all get tired of talking about stuff. How you get tired of talking? This is what we came to see tomorrow. Not who's doing the reps, not whose tracker number look good.
Simple as that. No more reps talk, no more tracker numbers, just completions, touchdowns, interceptions. That's the whole scoreboard now.
Stop asking me, what's the long-term viability? Stop. I don't care nothing about no long-term viable nothing. Tomorrow, we going to see. Deshaun Watson, you up first. Is you done or no? Is you trying to resurrect your career or no? Do you still got something left in the tank or no? We're not going to sugarcoat it because Shedeur is coming to get your job. It could only be one of y'all. You think you still a starting quarterback in the league? Prove it. Don't listen to what they talking about. I ain't on that type of time. I don't really care. That's for reality TV and journalist stuff and writers. I ain't about that. You talking to a player. You talking about somebody. Listen, do you feel like you still a starting quarterback? Go show somebody. You feel like you still somebody that can compete for a starting one? Prove it. All you can ask for is the opportunity to go show it. Hey, Shedeur Sanders, you want to be the starting quarterback? If you want to be the starting quarterback, you got to go through 4. You want to be the franchise guy? For you to be a franchise guy, you got to outduel him. You better be looking and see what he did that first quarter. Them first half, you got to match that. Hey, Deshaun, you see that the young bull is behind you right now. What you doing? Come out here playing if you want to. It could be early, quickly. It's about making plays. I don't care nothing about where you from, your religion, it's about making plays.
And this is really the heart of it. He's not picking a side here. He's putting pressure on both guys equally. Watson's getting told the leash is short after everything that's happened the last few years, and Shedeur is getting told hype and preseason flashes don't mean anything until he's actually out there taking the job by force. That's the standard for both of them heading into Chicago.
Getting you ready for the Chicago Bears versus the Cleveland Browns. First preseason games, Deshaun Watson is going to start, and he said he's going to probably get a half. Shedeur Sanders is going to start a game as well next week against Buffalo. And we expect Shedeur Sanders to play against the Chicago Bears in the third quarter. Now, we talk about this a lot. And people always ask me, what are you expecting from Deshaun Watson? And I tell them, bro, I don't know. See, for Browns fans, Deshaun Watson has played so sparingly. And the gaps between the last time he played from game to game are so great that you never had a time or a chance to grow any sort of level of attachment or perspective on his game. Like when he was here, I couldn't tell you really his perspective in the way we was looking at it, what the offense was with Deshaun Watson. I didn't know whether it was a West Coast short passing game, whether it was a quick game, whether it was a air raid system where we was, 5 wide, spread you out. I know that's what he said he wanted to do. But the Browns never got anything offensively cohesive. There was never a time where I said, oh, let me watch Deshaun Watson and the Browns and I know what to expect. We still had Nick Chubb, but we wasn't a power running team. We had guys that could get it done a little bit on the outside, but it was never a point where the passing game looked cohesive. So when you ask me, what do you expect to see from Deshaun Watson? Bro, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I know what Deshaun Watson Houston was, but that's 6-7 years ago.
So even the guy hyping this whole thing up is saying he's not confident Watson clears that bar. That's a big deal coming from someone on a Browns channel.
We talked about what we want to see from Deshaun Watson. Now let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to just keep it real. I feel like Shedeur Sanders has outplayed Deshaun Watson. I think he's had more splash throws. He has more splash plays. He has probably some of the best throws in camp. And the thing that I like about him is his progress for him internally has gotten better. Footwork is much more crisp and precise. Velocity on the football has gone up. He's done a great job of knowing where he is and specifically finding his targets and doing it within a relatively quickly time and pace. And I think he's just improved his overall pocket awareness. The thing that I want to see from Shedeur Sanders, if he wants to ease some of the Todd Monken fears, is go out there and have a clean football game. See, I never worry about Shedeur Sanders making plays. Against the Carolina Panthers, he came out there with no reps and was making throws and plays like it was nothing. He has that ability. He's shown he makes plays in practice. And his gift is when he gets on the football field, he's different. Some people just got that it thing where it happens on the football field where when the lights, his father is prime time. When the lights get bright, he's ready to cook. I ain't got to worry about that. But you got to marry it with something. If he can come out here and play a clean game and debunk all the narratives about him not being in and out of the huddle, him not being able to understand where people are supposed to be in motion and getting people lined up and debunk that narrative, if he comes out play clean football, I'm going to tell you what, the rest will take care of itself. Because I ain't got no, we know he'll make plays. I didn't see it all camp. I saw it last year. He's going to throw the football and make splash plays. And the thing that you want to show Todd Monken is not only can I play out of structure, I can play in structure, but the thing you can't teach is what I'm able to do. Is when the chips is down, I got something extra. I'm a little bit faster on game day. My accuracy is a little bit better on game day. The deep accuracy, the deep ball that I'm going to throw, it's different on the game day. And those are the things that you need to tell and give them, put it on tape. Because it's cool to see it in practice, but when you see guys dropping dimes against another team, something strange seems to happen. You stop looking at the minutia and you start looking at the big picture. And you start to tell yourself, I could tell him how to say the plays. If we give him all the reps, he's just going to get better at it. But what we can't teach is how did he see that throw? I wasn't even thrown over there, but dang it, that's a nice throw. That was a nice deep ball. I told him not to throw that backside dig, but he did it and he got it in there. Those are the things that you can't teach. You can't teach it. See, sometimes you could teach something. Sometimes it's just innate. But to get the opportunity to be the starting quarterback, sometimes you got to ease certain people's minds. And if Shedeur Sanders can come out here and the opportunity he's given in the third quarter, play clean football, no false starts, all that good stuff, and still makes plays, then we got a problem, Houston. Because now he putting two back to back. Deshaun Watson has to come out and cook. He has to cook. Because if he don't cook and Shedeur Sanders come in that third quarter and cook, well, you already know Shedeur's starting against the Bills. So that's a back-to-back. That's devastating a little bit. Because what you're saying is he can double them up. It's just like, hey, when I'm kicking off I'm going to kick the ball to you every single time in the beginning of the game.
So that's the actual stakes here. It's not really about who's the better long-term prospect. It's about who blinks first in a preseason game against the Bears. If Watson struggles and Shedeur comes off the bench and looks clean, the pressure on that starting job doesn't ease up. It compounds. 2 straight performances like that, and this competition looks a lot different by the time Buffalo Week rolls around. If you're locked in on this Browns QB battle, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss how it plays out.